Days of Our Lives. Spoilers. Explosive week ahead starting May 11. Betrayals, resurrections, and deadly offers. Days of Our Lives fans, brace yourselves for what promises to be one of the most jaw-dropping weeks of the year. Starting Monday, May 11th, Salem is about to erupt with shocking revelations, long-buried secrets clawing their way back to the surface, and enough drama to keep us glued to our screens. If you want the full scoop on every twist and turn, hit play on our latest spoiler video right after you finish reading this. Trust me, you're going to need it. The week kicks off with major movement on multiple fronts, but let's start with the DiMera chaos that always delivers. Xander Cook is about to find himself in a very precarious position when Kristen DiMera summons him to an urgent, private meeting. Picture this. Xander, already juggling his complicated life with Sarah and the lingering shadows of his past schemes, receives a mysterious call. Kristen insists they meet alone in her hotel room. No prying eyes, no interruptions. Why the secrecy? Why him? Xander's curiosity, and let's be honest, his suspicion will be at an all-time high as he walks into that room, wondering what game Kristen is playing this time. Kristen, ever the master manipulator with a heart that's equal parts ice and fire, doesn't waste time. She drops a bombshell that could change everything, a life-threatening job offer. And when she finally spells it out, the words send chills down the spine. What I want now is for you to kill him. The big question on every fan's mind, who is he? Is Kristen gunning for EJ, her own brother, in yet another power struggle within the DiMera empire? Or has her focus shifted to Johnny, entangled in the family's endless web of deceit? Kristen's history of obsession, revenge, and calculated risks makes this moment electric. We've seen her go to extreme lengths before, but asking Xander, the man with his own dark past, as a mercenary and schemer to commit murder, that's next level, even for her. Xander's reaction will be everything, torn between his desire for power, his love for Sarah, and the very real danger this offer brings. Will he accept? Will he play along to buy time? Or will this meeting ignite a new war in Salem? Stay tuned, this storyline is primed to explode. Meanwhile, the resurrection arc that has everyone talking reaches a fever pitch. Abe Carver is finally learning the truth about Lexie, and the emotional payoff is going to be devastatingly beautiful. After years of grief, believing he lost the love of his life, Abe is hit with the ultimate shock. Lexie is alive. The resurrection, orchestrated through the kind of scientific madness only Salem can pull off, will leave Abe reeling. Imagine the man who has been a pillar of strength and morality in this town, suddenly confronted with the woman he mourned for so long. Their reunion scenes are expected to be heavy with tears, disbelief, and that deep, abiding love that define their relationship. But nothing in Salem comes easy. How has Lexie survived? What toll has this taken on her? And what complications arise now that she's back in a world that has moved on without her? Abe's surprise will be palpable, and fans who have rooted for this couple for decades will be reaching for the tissues. Dr. Wilhelm Rolf, the mad scientist behind so many of these miracles, is about to lose it. When he checks on Lexie and finds her bed empty, fury doesn't even begin to cover his reaction. Rolf has always been possessive of his creations, and Lexie slipping away throws his carefully controlled experiments into disarray. We'll see him storming around, muttering threats and scrambling to contain the fallout. But Lexie has other plans. Emerging dramatically from one of the DiMera mansion's infamous secret passageways after navigating the tunnels, she steps back into the light, literally and figuratively. This visual is going to be cinematic. Lexie, determined and perhaps a bit disoriented, re-entering the world she left behind. Her path will intersect with Abe's in ways that promise maximum emotional impact. The writers are clearly leaning into the romance and the mystery here, and it's going to be a highlight of the week. Over at DiMera Enterprises, the corporate intrigue never sleeps. Tony DiMera once again approaches Gabby Hernandez with a tantalizing proposition: become the next CEO of the family empire. Gabby, no stranger to power plays and ruthless ambition, might hesitate at first. After all, Tony has tricked her before, and trust is a rare commodity in this town. Viewers will remember the times Gabby has been burned, manipulated, sidelined, and forced to fight her way back. That hesitation will be written all over her face as Tony lays out his pitch. But Tony knows how to sell it. He'll make a very convincing offer, painting a picture of Gabby at the top of the DiMera throne, wielding influence that could reshape her future and secure her family's legacy. The back and forth between these two sharp characters will be delicious, full of witty dialogue, veiled threats, and mutual respect mixed with suspicion. Will Gabi swallow her doubts and seize the opportunity? Or will past betrayals make her walk away? This storyline ties directly into the larger DiMera power struggles, and with Kristen's deadly plotting happening simultaneously, the boardroom is about to get very bloody, figuratively, and perhaps literally. On the younger side of Salem, tragedy continues to ripple outward from Sophia's death. Amy is consumed with anger, directing most of it squarely at Holly Jonas. The raw pain of a mother who has lost her child is portrayed with heartbreaking intensity. Amy blames Holly, seeing her as the catalyst for the events that led to this devastating loss. Every confrontation will be charged with grief and accusation, making for some of the most emotionally raw scenes of the week. Yet Tate Black refuses to abandon his girlfriend. Standing firmly by Holly's side, Tate becomes her rock amid the storm. We, the audience, know it's not entirely Holly's fault the circumstances were complicated, and blame is being misplaced. But emotions run hot in Salem, especially when family is involved. Tate's loyalty will be tested as he defends Holly against Amy's wrath and the judgment of others. Their relationship, already navigating young love and family pressures, deepens through this crisis. Expect tender moments between Tate and Holly contrasted with explosive clashes involving Amy. This triangle of grief, loyalty, and misunderstanding adds a grounded, relatable layer to the larger-than-life drama. In a sweeter corner of the canvas, Sean and Jada are finally getting their moment to breathe. After Sean settles into Jada's apartment, the pair shares some genuinely heartwarming scenes that longtime fans have been craving. The chemistry between them, always electric, is on full display as they slowly rekindle their romance. No grand schemes or life-threatening danger here, just two people who understand each other's scars, finding comfort and passion in one another. Quiet conversations over coffee, stolen kisses, and the simple joy of building something real together. It's a beautiful counterpoint to the chaos elsewhere in Salem, reminding us that love can still bloom even in the midst of madness. The reconnection feels earned and will leave viewers smiling through the more intense storylines. Of course, these highlights barely scratch the surface of what's coming. The interconnected nature of Salem means one character's decision sends shockwaves across multiple plots. Xander's potential alliance or collision with Kristen could affect the entire DiMera family. Lexie's return throws Abe's current life into turmoil and creates ripple effects for those who knew her. Gabby's CEO ambitions could shift the balance of power dramatically. The fallout from Sophia's death will continue testing relationships among the younger generation. And through it all, Dr. Rolf lurks in the shadows, ready to intervene with his signature brand of unhinged genius. What makes this week special is the blend of high-stakes drama and intimate character moments. Days of Our Lives has always excelled at balancing the outrageous with the deeply personal, and next week delivers on both fronts. Will Xander go through with Kristen's deadly request, or will his better angels prevail? Can Abe and Lexie truly pick up where they left off after so much time? Will Gabi risk everything for the CEO chair? How far will Amy go in her vendetta against Holly, and can Tate shield their young love from the damage? Will Sean and Jada's rekindled flame withstand the inevitable complications heading their way? Fans have speculated wildly online about these developments. Some believe Kristen's target is EJ, continuing the sibling rivalry that has defined the DiMeras for generations. Others think Johnny's involvement in recent events makes him the more likely victim. Lexie's return raises questions about other potential resurrections down the line. Could we see more familiar faces? Gabi stepping into power would be a full-circle moment for a character who has fought tooth and nail for respect and influence. As always, the beauty of Days of Our Lives lies in its unpredictability. Just when you think you know where a story is heading, a secret passageway opens, a resurrection shakes the foundation, or a hotel room meeting changes the game entirely. This week feels like a turning point for several major arcs, setting up payoffs that have been building for months. So, mark your calendars, set those DVRs, and clear your schedule. Starting May 11th, Salem is serving up suspense, romance, revenge, and resurrection in equal measure. Don't miss a single episode, and be sure to check out our detailed video breakdown for even more insights, fan theories, and predictions. What do you think will happen? Drop your theories in the comments. We love hearing from fellow Days fans who live and breathe these characters just as much as we do. The drama never stops in Salem, and next week proves once again why this show has captivated audiences for decades. From deadly offers in dimly lit hotel rooms to tearful reunions in familiar living rooms, from corporate battles in sleek offices to quiet moments of reconnection in cozy apartments, every corner of the canvas is alive with possibility. Tune in. You won't regret it.